You may not have noticed, but behind you is a sign that's got two little boys on. Just have a quick look. We are what we do. Yeah. What do they do, and what are they?
They steal, number one. We are what we do. Yeah, thieves who steal
Right.
is the bottom line of that.
So and what are they trying to depict there?
Friendliness. Just what every thief wants you to believe. I'm your friend. I'm not stealing out of your pocket while I'm talking to you.
We are what we do, it says on the front of this building. So what do we do? What are you, I say? And I've been into a number of NatWests and I've asked the staff, what exactly do you do? And you do a number of things, don't you, related to money. But one of the things you do, which isn't very nice, is you send round some violent people called bailiffs, which are basically legalised thugs, to throw people out of their houses together with their children onto the streets if they don't repay the dodgy digital money that you created out of somewhere, nowhere, we're not quite sure because no one knows where the money comes from, and you chuck people out of their houses onto the streets. Now it's funny because the guys that work here, all these lovely charming guys that work here, of course they never actually witness that. They just work here at the front end where everything looks really nice and shiny, doesn't it? And they have lovely little suits and ties on. But the boys that go round to kick you lot out of your houses because you've got cancer or something, right? They don't dress like this, do they? And the people that work here, they don't actually go and witness the dirty work because they get someone to do the dirty work for them. And the people that run NatWest up in the city, they don't either. And it's all quite hush, but at least NatWest are honest because they say we are what we do. What you do is you violently kick people out of their houses and steal their property, basically. Because where did you get all that money from in the first place? And it's all digital anyway. Where is it and how is it created? No one can actually tell us. This is the biggest scam ever perpetrated on the human race. We are what we do. On the outside of NatWest, there's a picture of two children having ice cream. Ice cream, yeah. The same two children, if their parents didn't pay their mortgages, they would be kicked out, not by a nice man like this man here, but by someone that they employed, right, who would kick those children, together with their ice cream, out of their houses. We are what we do. Yes, you can help. What do you do that you say you are?
How can I help?
On the front of the stores, NatWest stores, the current slogan is, we are what we do. So can you tell me, what does that mean?
Well, if you sit down with me and we can discuss what the issue is.
Okay. We can just talk now.
Oh, what is...
Okay, so
I got...
on the front of the store,
Yeah,
it says, we are what we do.
Yeah.
That's the slogan at the moment.
that's correct.
So my question is, what do you do and what does that mean about who you are?
What's the situation here?
Give them a clue how they do it.
Fractional reserve lending and interest-based loans.
Right.
Making money out of nothing, stealing your money when you put it in the bank,
Right.
and using it to loan out money they didn't have in the first place,
Right.
and charging you interest for the privilege.
Right. Okay. What you do is you violently expropriate people's property by sending in bailiffs when people default on the mortgage for whatever reason, right? Because you've already
sir,
sold the mortgage on. So,
But I can't answer that. I don't know the
well,
individual...
are you responsible in any way as an employee of the bank for bailiffs expropriating land from people who default on their mortgages?
I personally, as employee, no.
You don't feel any responsibility?
No, I personally, I did not instigate that.
Well, you know, but you're involved in it by selling mortgages, aren't you?
Yeah, but-
And mortgages basically, you know, it's basically a license to chuck people off their property.
But surely you must have spoken to somebody who could have offered some help, some advice. Did anybody sit down and speak to you?
No, nobody. Oh, I see. They don't want to speak to me. Yes, they spoke to me, and you know, as it happens, at the time, I was ill, and you know, there was nothing I could do, so they chucked me and my children out onto the streets.
All right.
And do you take any responsibility because you were selling mortgages to someone like me?
But sir, surely there must be a way to accommodate the situation, to rectify it, I don't think the bank would. Bank would
Oh,
never.
you don't think the bank would do that? You don't think
No,
the bank would actually get
obviously
people out of their houses?
They need to sit down and speak to you. And
No, but do you think the bank
discuss it.
ever expropriates people's land and chacks them out of their houses if they default on their mortgages?
I can't answer that question.
Well,
'Cause
don't
I
you
don't know.
think you-
I don't know the
you
individual
don't know?
circumstances. No, I don't know.
Well, don't you think it's your responsibility to know?
I can't answer that, sir. I mean, of course, I need to know. I would like to know everything.
Yeah.
But I need to know as an individual
Surprising that they
case-by-case
don't-
basis.
It's interesting is that
There's
they don't,
appropriate
as an employee,
channels
they
for you to
don't
speak
tell
to.
you.
Yeah, but
You
I
know
can.
what I mean?
I can. Yeah, but
Like
you need to
imagine, let's take it to a step further. Imagine if they were like shooting people who didn't pay their, default on their mortgages. I presume you would stop working for them, right?
No, God forbid.
Right. Well, they are chucking people out of their properties. Yeah. What do they do?
Nick your money. They take your money off you.
So what does that make them?
Thieves.
Right.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.